y'all. So we had some more mic issues for this video. It's not for the entire video, it's only for the introduction and the outro, but I'm just going to introduce what we're doing in this video today. I was super inspired by my last video, which I was using a lot of Pixi makeup, and this eyeshadow palette in particular, it's the Pixi and Hello Kitty collab, and I mentioned in my Pixi video that this eyeshadow palette and just the Pixi eyeshadow formula in general is very difficult to work with. It's not my favorite formula, but I wanted to challenge myself and create just a really cool look in today's video using these eyeshadows. So I'm going to share with you some little tips and tricks that I like to use when I'm using a formula that maybe it's not my favorite or is a little bit more finicky or just is not the greatest quality or has the greatest pigment or blendability. But this just goes to show you that you can really make any eyeshadow work. There are formulas that are better. There are eyeshadows that I really enjoy and love. But if you are on a budget or if you're not wanting to spend money on eyeshadows and you have some in your collection and you're like, I don't know what to do with these, I hope that you find this video helpful. And it was a challenge for myself too, because right now I'm in a period where I don't have a lot of eyeshadow options. So I'm just kind of using what I can. And a lot of what I have is just not that great. So I wanted to challenge myself today and do this really cool kind of grungy smoky eye, and honestly it turned out really great. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow looks that I've done over the past month. So I hope that this inspires you to play with some of your eyeshadows in your collection, whether you enjoy the formula or not. I'm so sorry for my mic issues, but make sure you grab a drink, grab a snack, get your makeup out if you want to do your makeup along with me. Cheers, and let's get into this video. All right, let's hop right into the video. I'm just going to mention really quickly what's on my face. I always do. I've got my Clara and Fritz Essential Balm. This is my favorite tallow moisturizer. I have that all over my face. I did my brows with my soap and my RMS Back to Brow powder. And then I prepped my lips with the Pixi lip mask. I actually quite like this from my last video, so went ahead and just prepped my lips with that, but that's all that I have on my face. Sorry, I have something in my eye. And I'm going to do one more prep step. I'm going to go in with the Pixi Flawless Beauty Primer. All right, so for foundation today, I'm going to switch things up and I'm going to go back to one of my old favorites. This is the Kingdom Come Home Beef Tallow and Milk Foundation. I'm using this in the shade 3. Give her a good shake. But such a gorgeous foundation. How do I want to apply this? I'll just take some on my hand. And all of my brushes are dirty right now, so I'm going to pull in another old favorite. This is my Alima Pure Foundation brush. Gosh, this foundation is so nice. Guys, there are some good foundations right now. Like, I have a good little rotation of base products that are just solid. For concealer, I'm actually going to use my other favorite tallow foundation. This is my Christian Beauty Company tallow foundation in the shade Light Medium Olive. And I'm picking that up with the BK Beauty. Whoops, I forgot to turn my phone off. Hold on. Go. Sorry about that. I'm picking it up with my favorite BK Beauty N14 brush. I'm just kind of haphazardly applying it, just getting the product on, and then I'll go in and actually blend it out. I love this as a foundation, and I love it as a concealer and a cream bronzer. Like, this is truly just all in one. But for my under eyes, I want something a little bit more hydrating. So I'm actually going to take my Kingdom Come Home concealer. I'm kind of in between these shades. This is Toffee and Light Tan. I'm just going to take a little mixture of these. Do Toffee kind of right in the inner corner. And then I'm going to take Light Tan everywhere else. But I really like this concealer on the under eyes. It's very thick, very creamy, and it's been really nice for my drier under eyes. So I'm going to go and blend that out. I'm going to let the rest of my face marinate. All right, and then I'm going to go in with my foundation brush and blend out the rest of my face. Every time I pull this brush out, I'm like, is Alima Pure still a brand? I'm pretty sure they are, but I never hear anything about them. They used to make, well, I'm sure they still make it if they're still around, but they make the best powder foundation. Their satin powder foundation, that is so good. I'm always curious about like what they're up to because I never hear anyone talk about them. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Christian Beauty sponge, just Gonna blend everything together. We're gonna do the bronzer duo. Y'all already know Christian Beauty Company's Zion Blush. And then I'm going to blend it out with my other shade of my tallow foundation. This is in the shade Tan Neutral. It was so nice this morning. I went for my morning run. I always run at sunrise because I like to get my first light exposure. And anyway, so I went for my morning run this morning. It was 57 degrees this morning, guys. 57 degrees. It was incredible. I've been running in the 20s and 30s. And it was 57 degrees. Oh my gosh, it was incredible. And I think this weekend it's going to be in the 70s. I am so excited. I want winter to be gone. I hate the cold. Love really hot runs. I hate being cold and running, but I love being really hot. Like I would rather be in 100-degree weather and run than be in freezing temperatures. Well, hopefully our little ice snap we had last week or whenever it was, little ice storm, hopefully that was it. That was the only winter we are getting. Because we had such a mild winter this year. Like we had our little freeze, but it was pretty intense. But it only lasted a few days. And that was it. And we haven't had really any cold weather prior to that. So I'm hoping that that was it. I'm just going back in with my concealer brush and just cleaning up around the face. But I am going to go in with a little bit of powder foundation today. So I'm not too worried about coverage and everything. Kind of switch things up and use some products that I just haven't used in a while, kind of bring them back to the surface. I get stuck in my routine of doing what I always do, and then I forget about makeup that's kind of sitting on the bottom. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of my Adele Loose Finishing Powder. I'm not going to apply this all over the face, though. I'm only going to use this to set the T-zone because I want to use a different powder for the rest of my face. So essentially I'm just doing the under eyes. I don't even think I'm going to do my T-zone. I think I'm just going to do the under eyes because I don't want to apply a powder foundation under my eyes. And then something different I wanted to do today, I'm going to take my Kingdom Come Home Botanical, what is this called? Botanical Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Deep. And I love using this as bronzer. And I'm going to use this to set my cream bronzer. And I'm taking this on a BK Beauty 104. So this will add a little bit more coverage, and it'll also set down the creams that we applied. All right, and then for the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the same powder foundation, but in a different shade. This is in the shade Medium. Looks just like that. And what brush do I want to use? I'm going to use a bigger brush, and I'm going to use that to set the rest of my face. I don't know, I just felt like doing something a little different today. Kind of just play around with some stuff I have. I kind of like doing bronzer first and then powder because then I can use the powder to diffuse the bronzer even more, make it a little softer. That's why it's good to like switch things up, try new things, because you just may find your new favorite way of doing makeup. All right, I'm going to take my Toups & Co bronzer. This I actually like to use as contour. I'm taking it on my favorite N18 from BK Beauty. Just kind of stamp it on the backs of my cheeks. I get a lot of questions, but they only make one shade of this bronzer. So it's the shade Touch of Sun 170. But to my knowledge, this is the only shade I've ever seen on their website. It's technically a bronzer, but I love the shade as a contour. I just like the undertone better for me as a contour. Wow, the makeup is looking really pretty today. Definitely more full coverage than normal, but it's fun to like try new things. All right, for highlighter, I'm going to take my American Woman Beauty Butterfly Illuminator. I don't know if this is still available. It was a collaboration with Riley Gaines. All right, what should we do for blush? Let's go back to Old Faithful. Desert Rose from Kingdom. This one I actually keep in my makeup bag, which is why I very rarely film with it, because I just have it in my makeup bag. And I keep this in my bedroom where I get ready. This is just my filming space. So that's why I never have this one here. So for the eyes, I want to do something smoky. Surprise, surprise. But I was inspired by my last video, my Pixi video, because I used this palette. This is the Pixi and Hello Kitty collab. It's the IFX eyeshadow palette in Harmony Hues. I think that's what it's called. But I had mentioned in that video that this formula is it's a little finicky, where they're very soft eyeshadows and they don't blend well. Like, they kind of blend away. They don't have a ton of pigment to them. They're a little more sheer. They're kind of more like one and done eyeshadows. And I want to challenge myself today and see if I can create something smoky using this shade. I don't know if I want to go blue. I feel like I've been doing a lot of blue lately, so maybe we'll go more cranberry or more bronzy, like maybe those two shades. But I want to challenge myself and see what I can get out of this palette, because I want to see if I can actually do a smoky eye using this formula. Again, it's very, very sheer. They're almost kind of spongy in a way. I don't really know how to describe it, but they're really pretty. They're just not like your typical eyeshadow where you can sit there and blend 3, 4, 5 different shades on your eyes and create a lot of that dimension. It's hard to do that with this palette. Sorry, I have a cat hair on my face. So I want to challenge myself today and use this and see what I can create with this. So I think to give the eyeshadow its best chance, I'm going to start with a base. And today I'm going to use my Adele gel liner. This is in the shade dark brown, and I love using this as almost like a cream eyeshadow. So I haven't used this in quite a while, and I was kind of touching it earlier and it feels a little dry. So I'm going to see if I can kind of warm this up. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to see if I can kind of warm this up a bit. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, but I want to give the eyeshadows just a little something to stick to. I'm just going to pick that up, and hopefully we'll be able to create something cool with this. All right, so I'm going to apply it and then use my finger. This is a gel liner. It's not a cream eyeshadow. I just like to use it as a cream eyeshadow. It is definitely more on the dry side, especially since I let mine sit for so long. But I'm going to try and blend this on my lid. I'm going to do something kind of like more blown out and more intense. Typically when I do smoky eyes, I really contain the intensity to the lash line, but for this, I want to kind of go for it. Yeah, this is kind of a mess. We're gonna backtrack. This is not working. It's too patchy and it's skipping. I don't know, I feel like this eyeliner dried out really fast, which I could probably still use it as an eyeliner, just the way I was using it was a cream eyeshadow, and I feel like those days have come and gone. What is it? Do they say eye drops? I think you can use to kind of wake up your cream products. I think that's what I remember. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take just a brown cream shadow. This is an actual cream shadow, so this will work really well. Oh yeah, that's so much nicer. Stunning. I'm gonna take that same cream eyeshadow and run that on my lower lash line as well. And honestly, I don't want to use a ton of eyeshadows today. I want to try and create a look using minimal eyeshadow, but lots of impact, you know? All right, I'm gonna take a clean, fluffy brush and just blend that cream eyeshadow. All right, so the shadow that I really want to dip into is this one. It's like that. It's kind of a plummy, like eggplant, I guess. Probably the best way to describe it. But you can see like it's not super pigmented. It's definitely more sheer. It's a very soft shade. And it has a little bit of a pink reflect to it, like a pink, maybe some pink glitter or something. I don't know. It's very, 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 very subtle. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used to apply the cream shadow. I'm going to dip right into that shade. I think it's called Cranberry. And I'm just going to press that on top of the cream shadow. And having that cream shadow underneath will really intensify this eyeshadow. And I'm just going to blend it through the crease as well. I'm going to go in with that clean blending brush again and just blend this through the crease as well. All right, I'm gonna take that same eggplant shade, Run that on my lower lash line. Yeah, I haven't done a like proper smoky eye like this in a while, and I was feeling it, and I also just wanted to see how I could stretch this palette, see what it's capable of. And I think you definitely need some support from cream shadows to get the intensity, but if you can apply something underneath, you can really make these eyeshadows go further. All right, same clean blending brush. We've only used one powder eyeshadow, and this is stunning. I really like this. And using an eyeshadow that's got a little bit of a sheen to it, it's gonna give it more dimension. So just depending on where it's placed on the eye, you're gonna see more depth, more light. So it's gonna look like you have multiple shades on the eyes. All right, I'm gonna dip into my Toups & Co bronzer. I'm just going to run that in my upper crease all the way up to my brow. I don't want any skin showing. I'm gonna do the same thing on my lower lash line. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that eggplant shade. So we are at the portion of the video where my mic decided to just die on me. I have no idea what happened. I thought it was fully charged. I don't know. But we're going to continue the video. I'm just going to explain to you what I'm doing. So I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to this look. I really loved this kind of eggplant color all over the eyes, but I just wanted to see what else I could get out of this palette and kind of play with some different textures. So I'm taking this kind of goldeny, champagne, glittery. It's got a little bit of glitter, but for the most part, it's just like a nice light shimmer. Dusted that all over my lid, and it just gave my eyes a little bit more of like an antiqued look, if that makes sense. So I took some black liner in my lower waterline, and then I smudged a little bit more of that eggplant shade into the liner just to make it a little bit more sooty and smoky. And this is the final eye look. Honestly, I really loved the way that it turned out. I was pleasantly surprised, and I think, like I've mentioned in this video, I think applying that cream eyeshadow underneath just gave it that extra beef that it needed because these eyeshadows are so soft. So I'm going to do a quick little lip. I'm using the Elevate Beauty Coffee Shop lip pencil. I wanted to do like a really contrasted 90s nude lip. So I took Coffee Shop, which is a nice neutral brown, and then I added a little bit more definition with the shade Comeback Season, which is like a taupey gray. And then for my actual lip color, I'm using the Chantilly On the Glow blush from Pixi because I just thought it'd be the perfect like 90s nude, true, kind of more peachy, but just very, very, very pale nude color. And I just kind of took my finger and pushed that into my lips, and then I went back in with Coffee Shop just to blend the lip color in with my lip liner, just so there wasn't such a harsh contrast, kind of give it a little bit more of like kind of an ombre look. But I love the way it turned out. I never do my lips like this, but it was really fun to kind of play, and I felt like it paired really well with the eye look. So this is the final makeup look. Again, I hope that this video just inspired you, whether you have eyeshadows in your makeup bag that you really love, or maybe there's some eyeshadows in your makeup bag that you're like, I don't know what to do with these. I want to just get rid of them. Maybe just try and give them another shot, play with them a little bit, and see if you can make them work. I did just recently place an order with Sydney Grace, and I picked up several of her eyeshadow palettes, so I will be doing so many more eyeshadow looks in the future. I feel like this is the year for me of doing eyeshadow, like just having fun, being creative with eyeshadow, and hopefully I'll feel this way throughout the rest of the year, but I'm feeling very creative right now, and I cannot wait for eyeshadow palettes to come in. But until then, we're just gonna be playing with what I have, and maybe I'll continue to challenge myself and use some formulas that are not necessarily my favorite, but I just want to see how much use I can get out of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, I love you, God so loves you, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.